we go. May 6, 2018. You're listening to What's Happening in Cleveland. Yay! With your host, Kevin Baird.
Don Anderson.
And Larry.
Alright, so trying to mess with my volume, and you probably are going to notice that I sound weird, and we have an echo, and I'm trying to find a balance here, and I sound hot, is basically it. I'm going to keep working on it while the show goes on, so audio's just going to be weird this week. But in the meantime, Donnie, why don't you tell us how your week went?
Oh, all right. Well, as I was getting ready for the show, I realized I was getting set up, and then my shorts ripped right in the butt, and they're my favorite pair of shorts. So, hey, I got that going on for me. I went and saw Avengers Infinity War again this week. Saw it the second time.
That's unusual.
For me, especially. I took holiday because he hadn't seen it. So I was, like, come on, I'll go with you because I want to see it again anyways. And it was much better the second time around. I don't know why, but it was. And, yeah. There's that. There's work. Work's the same. There was a new knife. They got a new bread knife at work. It was very sharp, and they put a note up. It said, "New knife. Be careful." So I walked around the rest of the day yelling, "New knife. Who dis?" Get it? Like when people get a new phone. New phone. Who dis? New knife. Who dis? Anyway, okay. Hatebreed was in town this past week, so I went and saw Hatebreed at the Agora, which is weird because I remember going to the Agora as a kid, and I was never afraid of anything. I was just like, yeah, it's the Agora, we're just going down there, blah, blah. Now I'm like looking around.
Yeah, it's terrifying down there.
Who's in the street? Like who's who? And then like we were all standing behind the building with Frank after the show, and some dude came walking by and goes, "Do you see a big, tall, skinny, homeless guy?" And we were like, "No, not really. Probably, And he says, because he broke the window out of my car. He broke the windows out of a bunch of cars. So then now I'm standing there going, well, I don't want to stand here and talk to you guys anymore. I want to go see if I have my window broken out. Make sure I don't get my stuff stolen. Luckily, on the way back, my windows were intact. So I made it out of there, and I kind of told myself, I don't think I should ever come back to the Agora again. But that's it. That's my week in a nutshell. I saw Sophie. Yesterday was her mother's birthday. So she said today I have to go get something for my mom's birthday. And I said, well, you're paying for it because I'm not. So I refused to, participate in celebrating her birth. So, but that's it. Yeah, that's nothing exciting. I didn't go to trivia this week. There was shit going on. And that's it. That's all I got.
We didn't do really well on trivia, but
we won.
We won because there was only one other team.
Oh, well, that's... See? So the two of you don't need me.
Well, so the random round was once again, he named 4 fictional cities. You had to say which superhero came from there, and we got none of them.
Right, yeah. Jesus.
You heard that too, huh?
I'm just loud.
Well.
I can't help it though, man. The meters are just it's tough.
From the very beginning, we knew the show was doomed to fail. No matter what we do, but we keep coming back.
Week after week.
Because we're fighters. We're just too dumb to realize.
One day I get this right. I get this right so everybody's happy. It's hard.
Yeah, not easy.
Other people know how to do it, but
there's some growing pains. I mean, cut yourself some slack. We've only been trying to hammer out the audio issues for 10 years.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, give it another year or so, and then maybe we'll get close. You've been tumbling with tumbleweed, ain't this bad? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh. It's easy when you're just one person. When you're one person, or everybody's in the same room, it's when you're trying to hook everybody up.
Right.
A lot more difficult. All right, Larry, go ahead. Tell us how your week was.
So I did go to trivia, yeah. So the other nice thing with the, new and improved Agora is, like when you park, they set up the one side is now offices, like where you used to go in. So now you have to like go around the back through the like pitch black alley to get there. And I think it's about 32 miles you have to hike across the gravel to get there.
I was with Oz.
So yeah, that sucks. But anyway, what else this week? It's been just a boring ass week. Work, some more work, trivia, more work, and yeah, it's been like a super lame. Like pretty much the excitement of my week was I'm taking care of Mindy's cats. So
you do that a lot.
I do, because I'm pretty awesome.
Is it just because she doesn't like the cats, or she's out of town or something?
Oh yeah, she's out of town because it's her birthday this weekend. So she went out of town. So yeah, I take care of her cats all the time, and she picks up my kid at school all the time. So it works out. What else?
Because you love cats. Like that's. I don't know if that's an equal trade-off there. I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah, I got nothing this week. I haven't done shit.
All right. Well, if I can get my voice to not sound like I'm God or Morgan Freeman here, we have an amazing news beat this week.
I was gonna say because there's like two like right here by me that should be on your list.
I don't know if they are, but I've got an amazing list. I just got to figure out how to get this so it's not dumb anymore. I'm not quite sure if I can do it.
Because here in my own little suburb, not only did we get a teacher at my daughter's school busted for having sex with students, but we had an apartment building get shot at.
Let me see if I can turn myself down here. Check 1, 2.
It's way better.
Again, yeah, it's better. It's not great. There's still an echo, and now I'm very quiet. So it's like,
You've eliminated the background noise that was in there when you were
if I could turn you guys down, it would be okay. And then I could turn you up in my headset. If I could just get your levels to match my levels, then this would be all right. Let me see if I can do something about that.
You want me to talk quieter?
No.
How about if we just talk like this?
Yeah, I can just talk very calmly. I'm just afraid you can't hear me.
So I'm actually going to go see Infinity War.
Check.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
That doesn't do anything.
No, I was waiting to get caught up on the other movies. Now everything's gone.
Good. We lost everybody. It's just you and me.
No, there he is.
He's back.
Oh my god!
You can
I'm
tell
just playing
back.
with the Google thing.
You hear the air tunnel.
It's because I'm so loud, but I'm not. But I am, but I'm not.
So's the music.
Is the music loud again?
Yeah.
It's just as loud as you are.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to the show, everybody. This is what we're going to do tonight.
Is that any better?
This will be much better.
Yeah.
This will be a special episode of us just fucking with noise levels.
Very special, if you know what I mean. Like helmet short bus special.
So weird. All right, well, fuck it. I'm going to just do the news. If I'm quiet, people just have to deal with it.
Water wings, because so I don't drown him up here.
Oh, this week. Oh, that echo's killing me. Why is there an echo? All right, I'm gonna mute
Larry
somebody.
finishes
Hold
me?
on. I'm gonna mute Larry. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's coming out of Larry's headset. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's your headset, Larry. Can you turn your volume down so you can barely hear us? Because your microphone's probably picking it up out of your earphone.
Is that better?
Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can still hear it, but it's a little bit better.
Hold, please. How about now?
Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, now I can't hear it.
Okay.
Hopefully you can still hear us, though.
Kind. It's down to 5 on my.
Okay.
5% on my thing.
It's either that or you can, like, you know, if you could figure it out, who knows, you know, lower your mic sensitivity. But then we can't hear you. So, I mean, you're fine right now, so it's fine. Yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna, I've had this house for 5 years. The driveway is the original driveway. It's cracked and it's pitted, and there's trees growing out. No, that's Adam's house. There's some, but there is some grass coming out of the cracks, and when I first bought it, I had it leveled, so people come in and drill holes in it, and they shoot some sort of like mud underneath it, which like raised it up because it was sunk about 3 inches from the lip of the garage, you know. So I mean, I had to get that done so I could get into the garage without screwing my car up, and then like I had them also like even out the walk to the house, but that's really beat up and broken one spot. But my porch is fucked up, so I was just like, I'm just gonna pull the trigger and pay a lot of money to get this all done. So had a guy come out. I'm gonna replace the driveway. I also have like you know, that side part, like the carport. So I have a carport. I'm gonna do the what do they call that? The end of the driveway, because not everybody always does that. You got sort of the driveway, yeah, and then you have that skirt at the end. I'm doing that because that's totally fucked up. I got to do that. The walk, we're gonna get rid of that step because that step was added afterwards. Like the sidewalk must have shrunk like over time, and they were like, this is too high to step. I'm going to put a big concrete block here, and that's what they did. So it was like a step up. So we're going to remove the block, raise the ground up so it becomes like a normal step up, and replace the top of the porch. And I'm putting in a 16 foot by 20 foot pad in the back for the shed. It's going to be like over $15,000 to do all this.
Yeah.
But I'm pulling the trigger. I'm going to do it. I'm going to be fucking broke, but I got to do it. Because I'm just at that point where it's just like, I have the money that I saved up, and it's like all the money I have saved up, but I'm just going to do it. Because, well, my city does drive around and like point shit out, and they're always like, you know, you can do this, or you got to fix that, or whatever. Because fucking cities are bullshit. You get a fine. And my city has not done that to me over the driveway, but I mean, I go walking through my neighborhood, and my driveway's not the worst, but it's in the top 5 of like the 50 houses I walk by. And so
people's houses taking notes.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's not many that have giant cracks with like bushes and shit growing out of them, and it's just fucked. It's the original driveway. It's old. It's shitty. I'm gonna just do it, and I need to do it for the shed, and the porch and the walk is kind of an add-on because it would be dumb to do the driveway and then still have that shitty walk in my shitty porch. So I'm just.
This area is really nice, but this one.
Right. You could park your car in this wonderful, you know, driveway, but if you walk in the house, it's fucked up. And I still don't know what to do about my front door. My front door is a fucking nightmare. Like, the paint's peeling, and it's a steel door. And I don't know... Listen, I'm not handy. I think we've talked about this a lot. I don't effing know what you're supposed to do in situations like this. Like, for instance, I have white paint. I could maybe paint on it right now and cover those spots. My problem is I don't know if I'm supposed to sand off everything on the door, or put some sort of primer down, or just chip off the parts that are peeling and then put the paint on there. I don't even know if the paint that I have will work on a steel door, or if it's all just going to fall off or peel off as soon as winter turns around or the sun gets too hot. Like, but listen, I've called a painting company to like do this. They came to my house. They looked at my front door. They looked at my back door, which is even worse. And they were like, "Yeah, we don't do this kind of thing." And I was like, "Really? You guys are painting?" Yeah, we paint the whole house. We don't really paint just like the trim and stuff like that. Oh, great. Well, I'm glad I wasted my time. So, yeah, I just don't know what to effing do. I could ask Cease, but I ask Cease so many damn questions all the time, and sometimes he gives me crazy answers, and I'm not sure true because it just depends on what his mood is, you know.
Like he wants to see if you'll believe it. Like he'll give you some bullshit answer, then you're like, "Don, that didn't work." And he'll be like, "Oh my god, you're that retarded? I was totally kidding."
Well, I don't even know if he's kidding. Like, I just think like he goes into imagination land or something, and then he'll just be like, "Well, you could take a grinding stone and you could grind the door. On the grinding stone, you just take the door off, and then you grind it all over there like this, and then you got so you got a nice textured surface." I'd be like, "Don, I can't grind a door. I don't even know what you're talking about." Well, didn't just say fuck it and leave it like it is. That's the kind of conversations I have with him sometimes. And then I gotta come back around again and then be like, YouTube videos are pretty good, but I don't know. I kind of need somebody to just like that knows something to look at it and say this is what you got to do. Anyway, like I took spray paint, and when there was just a couple of holes, I just sprayed the spray paint, the white, over the holes, and that worked. It covered the holes on the door, so the silver wasn't showing, so it was still white, except that the white paint is reflective that I put on there. So when the cars, it looks like somebody spray painted my door a bunch of stuff because that's what I did. But you can only see it when it's nighttime and people are driving. That's because I'm dumb. I'm done with handyman shit. All right.
I love it.
We'll move on to my our news of the week. It's very spirited. It's our drinking game. If it involves a shooting, you have to drink. If it happens on Cleveland's east side, the crime, whatever it is, you have to drink. Or thereabouts. If it's ways, though, if it's like in Erie, Pennsylvania or something. No, not that we would read that, but well, you might have to drink if it's in Erie, Pennsylvania. If Jennifer Cha-Cha is the one that delivers the bad news, we haven't heard from her a lot lately, but if she does, you have to drink. And if you get all three in the same news, you got to drink your whole drink. And you also have to drink if a house is shot at. And let me tell you something. There's going to be a lot of drinking for house shootings this week. Because some people were mad at houses. It was like a warm weekend in Cleveland. Fucking crazy shit is going on this week. Here we go. We'll start off with something like Pearl Road in
many different parts.
I don't know. Let's just make a
Pearl's a big ass road.
Middleburg Heights, Pearl Road, I guess. A man lost his wallet at Get Air Trampoline Park, April 26th.
Oh, 133rd.
Okay, you know where it is. There you go. The man told police he last saw his wallet when he paid admission for himself and his daughter at the establishment. He then went to the locker room, removed his shoes, and took his daughter to the ball pit. He noticed his wallet was gone after leaving the ball pit. He checked with the employees, but they said no one turned in a wallet. They said they would contact him if his wallet was found after cleaning the pit. No one called. He then contacted police. Look, man, you can go to a trampoline park and hang out in a ball pit. You should probably have a good idea where your wallet is at all times.
Right.
I'm just saying. It's a little ridiculous. I mean, I feel bad for the guy that lost his wallet, but I doubt there was like somebody in the ball pit, like trying to like steal wallets while you were in the ball pit.
Somebody's hiding under the balls.
Yeah, just like laying there collecting wallets. As long as no one steps on me.
I'm not sure if that's something you call the cops about. Like, who do you think stole your wallet? Oh, nobody. I just lost it.
Yeah, I mean, I think you might have to.
Like afterwards, like they could have been cleaning it out, found the wallet. It's like, screw it, this guy doesn't need it.
I found a wallet at the post office once and called the police, and the police came and I had to fill out a report and hand it over. And so I ran from the police. No, I did it. And so, I mean, if you contact the police, they'll at least, you know, if somebody like me turns it in, then they can get in touch with you. Cleveland, Ohio. A man and woman are accused of attacking a 34-year-old woman outside a Cleveland nightclub and intentionally running over her leg with a car, according to police. Tyrone Christopher Bell Jr., 29, is charged with kidnapping. Not sure how that works out into kidnapping, but all right. And Samika Williams, 23, is charged with felonious assault. Neither is in police custody, and warrants were issued Friday for their arrest. The attack happened at about 2:30 a.m. April 20. That's always the best time for bar fights. Right. April 22nd at the Blue Visions Ultra Lounge nightclub on Euclid Avenue and Cliffview Road. Let's just go ahead and drink now. That's a drink.
Sounds
the woman told police she was sitting in the driver's seat of her friend's SUV when Bell jumped into the passenger seat, according to police reports. Bell asked her to drive him to a friend's house, but the woman refused because it wasn't her SUV, police reports say. Bell left and returned with a gun, police reports say. Bell pistol whipped the woman in the face, according to police. Yeah. Both got out of the SUV. The woman charged at Bell, and the two fought over the gun, according to police reports. The woman ripped the gun away from Bell, and Williams ran up from behind her and hit her in the head, police reports say. I'm going to stop trying to say police reports say. I don't know why they have that after the end of every paragraph, but it's fine. The woman ran into the nightclub and got the attention of a security guard as Bell and Williams broke out several of the SUV's windows. The woman ran back outside again and fought with Bell. Williams jumped into her car and ran over the woman's leg and ankle. The security guard fired 2 gunshots at Williams' car as it sped off.
Holy crap.
The woman jumped into the SUV, but Bell jumped into the passenger seat. Yeah, why is the security guard armed?
The bouncer at this joint is armed.
And he's firing at a fleeing car, which is highly unusual.
That's like hardcore.
Go ahead and tell us again where he was.
Where was he when he fired the gun?
It was on the east side. So.
Oh yeah, it was on the east side.
Is it really that?
No, especially on Euclid, not at all. The woman said she kept trying to force Bell out of the car as she drove. Bell bit her above the right eye as she drove. Bell eventually jumped out of the SUV at Euclid and Green Road and ran off. The woman drove back to the bar and gave the SUV back to her friend. The woman left with her sister and was treated and released from Euclid Hospital. Bell was released from prison on May 6, 2017, after serving a 2-year sentence for leading Willoughby police on a 100-mile-per-hour chase in a stolen car. Bell also served 5 years in prison for a 2009 armed robbery in South Euclid and was previously convicted of carrying a concealed weapon. Another fun night at the club. North Olmsted, Ohio. This one's for Larry. Police, April 28th, responded to a home on a report of a man and woman having difficulty after ingesting marijuana. A man told police he and his wife had a bad reaction after eating gummy candy. The husband gave a package of the candy which stated it contained THC to officers, according to police. The husband told officers he knew the gummies were illegal and that he got them from a coworker. Way to throw that coworker under the bus, buddy. The couple declined medical treatment.
Okay, so if you're not going to get medical treatment, why are you calling the cops?
Fucking high as shit on gummy bears.
It's one thing, like, if you're like, you know what, we got to bite the bullet and get help because we're fucked up. But, like, the cops showed up, they're like, dude, we're having a bad reaction to this shit, so my buddy Mike gave it to me. Can you get it out my house, though? No, we're good. Just, I don't want to hear it anymore. If you guys could get rid of it, that'd be awesome.
Paranoia is a dangerous thing.
Police cited the husband with a minor misdemeanor charge of possessing a controlled substance.
Them gummies don't mess around.
What is that? You guys,
Right here.
you guys know people. What is the when you do get busted with weed? What is that misdemeanor charge? Like, I mean, like, what does that cost you, or do you go to jail, or?
Under. Well, the last I knew, not that I know this for a fact or anything, but the last I knew was anything under 100 grams is a misdemeanor.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is now because we have the new medical laws and we got all this other stuff going on.
Well, no, I know, but what is the actual pun? It's there's a punishment, right? I mean, it's not just like you have a misdemeanor. Have a nice day.
Yeah, no,
You know?
misdemeanor. You got to pay a fine. I don't know what it is.
Oh, okay.
I've never had to pay.
Yeah, I was just wondering if it's bad or it's big.
No,
you know.
it also depends on where you get busted, because like
Right.
certain judges and even certain cities, like that's their big thing. You know, they're cracking down on hard and fucking pot smokers.
If you have it like if you have it in one bag, it'll be less than if you have it in like 2 or 3 different bags.
You don't want it split up.
Because then they'll say you're trying to distribute
Right.
it. You know, and then there's other things depending on if you get caught with paraphernalia, if you get, you know, criminal tool charge.
All right. No, I got you.
There's all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Best bet
Poli-
is not to do drugs.
Right, kids.
Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland man is accused of shooting a Parma man and stealing. That's a drink, by the way. And stealing his designer Yeezy sneakers he advertised on Instagram. Rio Houston, 20, is charged with aggravated robbery. He is not in police custody, and a warrant was issued for his arrest. The robbery and shooting happened at about 11:20 a.m., April 4th, on Denison Avenue near West 22nd Place, in the city's Old Brooklyn neighborhood.
Yeah.
The 19-year-old man arranged to sell 2 pairs of Adidas Yeezy shoes after posting them for sale on Instagram. Houston contacted him through the social media app saying he wanted to buy the shoes for $800. The shoes are valued at $450 each. Wow. Houston then arranged for the 2 men. No pair of tennis shoes is worth $450.
Nope. I can barely pay $45.
I mean, if you want like a really nice pair of running shoes, like you're a professional, like you're a tennis player, whatever, I can see paying like $150 or something for a pair of shoes. I wouldn't pay that much for a pair of shoes. But if they're like some kind of sports shoe that you really need, you know, I can see it. But I don't see $450. Man, it's just a piece of foam with some leather sewn on there.
Tennis shoes.
Right, for some shit shoes. Houston then arranged for the 2 men to meet near an apartment complex. Houston and another man showed up to the buy. And Houston pretended that he forgot his wallet. Houston then pulled out a gun and said, "Well, I brought my wallet." No, he didn't say that. He said, "How about I take both?" The Parma man put the shoes in the back seat of his car and tried to leave, but Houston leaned into the car and shot the man in the leg. The second robber grabbed the shoes from the back seat and both ran off.
Like, never mind. I mean, you're gonna shoot somebody for a pair of shoes, and then, never mind. I'm not gonna get started.
I don't think he shot him over the shoes so much as, you know, it's always about some sort of respect. Like the guy didn't respect the fact that he had the gun, that he wanted the shoes. So that's why, you know.
But that's what I'm saying is, the guy ended up eventually getting shot just because.
Yeah,
of the
over shoes. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You're absolutely
You know,
right.
I mean,
Moral
even if the
story,
guy,
don't wear
even if
shoes.
the guy tried to like beat him up or whatever, it was like he pulled out a baseball bat and tried to beat. Okay, so you're gonna beat somebody up over a pair of shoes? Just go get a job, you loser.
Don't go meet somebody somewhere alone, you know?
There you go.
I mean, go to a public place where there's like lots of people around. I mean, they might still pull the gun out and shoot you, but, you know, then people will make a big scene and get you an ambulance and stuff.
You tell him you'll meet him at the police station.
Yeah. That's perfect.
You're like, deal's off.
Yeah, but then again, the guy that has the shoes, he has 2 pairs of them. He probably
Yeah.
stole them.
Those are probably hot. He doesn't really want to need it for the police station to sell.
I mean, he just somehow got 2 pairs of shoes that he was going to sell below the retail price.
Right.
Bainbridge Township. East side, west side? No idea where Bainbridge is.
I want to say east, isn't it?
Yep.
That's a drink. Suspicious Chillicothe Road. While on patrol, 11:30 p.m., April 28th, an officer saw a driver make a U-turn, then turn
Holy
into a
shit.
closed business.
Son of a gun.
When questioned, the driver said he was looking to buy milkshakes. That's all there is to the story.
That's a code word. That's a code word for something. That's it, really?
Honest to God, that was the whole story.
They didn't arrest him. They didn't turn him around. They didn't.
I don't know. Maybe that worked as an excuse, and that's why there's no more story. Maybe they were just like, "Oh, really? Oh, yeah, I like milkshakes too. You can go."
Next
Wait,
time
wait.
we pull over and trying that.
Where are you going to buy them from? Oh, I was going to go to Arby's and. Oh,
Big
no, I like
kahuna.
that. Yeah.
I want to be one of them Jamocha shakes. Oh, those are good as shit. Arby's is closed though. Fuck. Okay. Makes sense.
We have the meats.
You have a nice night.
They got meat
Chagrin
milkshake.
Falls, Ohio. Is that a drink? Chagrin
Way
Falls.
east.
Okay. An officer on patrol, 12:14 a.m., April 30th, conducted a random registration check and found a Cleveland Heights man, 23, with an outstanding warrant from Bainbridge. While gathering his belongings to be picked up by Bainbridge police, the Chagrin Falls officer noticed he smelled of marijuana.
Aw.
Man was warned that if he caught with it in jail, he would be charged with a felony crime. Rather than give up the marijuana, he urinated in his pants where he had hid it.
Ha!
Police recovered the drug and cited him with possession.
Because that'll totally. It's like, well, it's not really weed anymore. It's more peed. It's not weed.
Yeah.
We call it.
Jesus.
Go ahead, officer. You want to touch that?
Here's one you don't hear every day. Shaker Heights. That's a drink.
You're
At
right,
5 p.m., April 27th, a woman visiting the Shaker Heights Library, 16,500 Van Aken Boulevard, reported that a female suspect stole her purse,
Hey.
which included the keys to her 2010 Honda CRV. It was subsequently found that the vehicle was missing from the library lot.
Subsequently.
I knew that I was saying it wrong, but I just couldn't think of it when I
Yeah,
was.
you always do, so I just let it slide because
I just like pointing it out because it makes me laugh.
No, I want to say it right. I just sometimes I see the word.
it's been 10
Right.
years. You've never said it right.
How do I say that? again?
Subsequently.
You
said
it's always
subsequently.
subsequent.
Subsequently. So what is it really?
Subsequent.
Subsequently. All right. I'll try to remember that. The thief apparently used the car locator. It's not like I have conversations with people where I'm reading things in real life and saying them
Yeah.
to them so they can correct me. You know, I took reading and like, what was the last time I like read something out loud was like in 12th grade in high school, I guess. So
And even
not
then,
like-
you were just like,
I was probably better than most people in school, though. People usually couldn't read. The thief apparently used the car locator on the key fob to find the woman's car in the lot.
makes
On
sense.
April 28th, Shaker Heights police recovered the vehicle in the city of Cleveland. Police went to the neighborhood of East 55th Street and Scoville Avenue, where stolen cars have been recovered in the past. The suspect, a Cleveland girl 14, was driving the car when the vehicle was spotted. The girl faces a charge of grand theft motor vehicle. I said grand theft / motor vehicle. So, it's weird.
Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah. 14 years old, though. I don't even have a driver's license. 2 more years. Already stealing cars, man. What's going on? Russell Township. I have no idea where that is. Ohio. I don't even think it's real. A woman called police 3:10 a.m. April 24th seeking advice about her HVAC system,
Oh,
which was
Are you serious?
Yeah, which was recently installed with an energy saver feature. She felt that the air was too dry and it says devoid of humidity.
And called the police?
She said she wanted to call 911 for advice. An officer told her that was an incorrect use of 911 and that she should call her HVAC company during their business hours.
good idea.
Wow.
That's why he's the cop.
I don't even know how that is in your brain. Like, I'm not happy with
911 because my AC isn't working.
Right. I need to call somebody about this. Maybe I'll ask the police what they think. What?
And not
what?
even just call the police. Call 911.
Yeah. Wow. That's
Well, it was
crazy.
an emergency. It was really warm.
Phone should just be removed at that point from them. Rittman, Ohio. That also does not exist. A Rittman man.
That is Southwest.
That's where John Ritter came from.
A Rittman man startled a couple when they discovered early Friday that he broke into their house and helped himself to some snacks and took a nap, according to police.
Who didn't take a nap?
The couple awoke about 6 a.m. to find Eric Branham asleep on the couch in their living room.
Like, how crazy would that be? You're like, work, come upstairs, like, what the fuck is that?
I'd be like thinking, like, do I know that? Is this somebody I know that's fucking around or something? Is that like my brother? That's totally not a guy I know.
Right.
You know?
Kevin would come home and be like, Anderson, what are you doing? You sleeping in my house?
That's the one good thing about having a dog. He would lose his mind if there was somebody trying to get in. It's bad enough he sees a deer outside. God, if somebody was trying to get in the house, it'd be chaos. The man who lives at the house called the police. The department released a copy of the 911 call to the media later Friday. Quote, "There's some random guy in my house," the man told a police dispatcher as he tried to prod Branham from his nap. The 36-year-old Branham climbed through an unlocked window
Of course.
and fell asleep after treating himself to some food. Authorities found prescription medication and 2 knives when they took him into custody. Investigators said Branham had a lengthy criminal background and was on parole for a drug conviction. Medina County Court records list a bevy of civil and criminal charges for Branham dating back to 2000. His most serious case was in 2014, in which Branham was sentenced to 3 years in prison for illegal assembly or possession of chemicals for manufacture of drugs. That seems pretty broad, though. I mean, that's like, you could come into my house and you could find enough stuff in my house to like put it together and probably come up with it to make something or something.
Right.
You've been huffing glue? No, man. I use that to assemble like wood chunks and
Yeah, I
things.
actually glue things together with it.
Yeah.
Right, sure you do.
Right. Put him in handcuffs.
That's what happened when that cop, he found an empty bottle of the Everclear in my truck one time. And he was like, "Give me the crack." And I was like, "What?" And he goes, "Give me the crack." He goes, "Where's the crack at?" And I was like, "There's no crack." He's like, "There's got to be crack in this car." I was like, "You're crazy." I was like, "I'm not smoking crack." And he's like, "Yeah." He goes, "So what do you need 160 proof or 190 proof grain alcohol for?" And I was like, "We drank."
Alcoholic.
Yeah. I was like, I drank that at a party, and I'm just saving the bottle because I don't know, because I was, a kid. He's like, "You don't have any crack in this car?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "That's what they make crack with." I was like, "Okay, well, I don't know that."
Yeah, this is news to me.
Yeah, I was like, "We drank that."
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Cleveland.
Like,
All right. 5 homes took gunfire Thursday night.
just drink them all.
That's 5 drinks. In a drive-by shooting in Cleveland's Huff neighborhood,
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
I was just in that area.
3 days after a 10-year-old boy was shot in the face and chest while sleeping. We'll cover that one in a minute. No one was hurt in the most recent shootings that happened between 6:30 p.m. and 7 p.m. Bullets struck 3 houses on East 93rd Street and 2 on Corey Avenue. That's an extra drink since it is happening on the east side. So that's 6 drinks. If you want to get technical, it's 9 drinks because all 8 houses struck in the 3-day period are within about a half-mile radius. Cleveland police detectives, a gang unit sergeant, and 1 agent from the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms scoured the neighborhood and conducted interviews. 4 men wearing black face masks cut between houses about 6:30 p.m. on East 93rd Street north of Wade Park Boulevard and fired at least 20 gunshots, according to police reports. One of the homes was struck 11 times. According to a woman who lived at the home, but did not want to give her name for fear of being targeted. Look, it's too late, lady. They just shot your house 11 times.
They may not know your name, but they know you're the house with 11 bullet holes in it.
Denise Williams, 17, was sleeping inside the home that got shot 11 times. I was sleeping when I heard a bunch of loud noises like someone was banging on the floor, Williams said. I heard a car drive off really fast. 2 Corey Avenue homes just south of Wade Park were shot about a half hour later. 9 bullets hit another home, and the third was struck twice. A woman who lived at the home hit 9 times, said she was asleep when she heard a barrage of gunfire.
Uh-oh.
That's my dog barking.
Some guy's trying to sleep on your couch.
Apollo, no! A woman who lives across...
Put the mailman down.
He's seeing a deer or something. Or sometimes people walk by with a dog and he like freaks the hell out. A woman who lives across the street, Ernestine Jones, said she was outside when she heard the gunfire on her street. She ran behind her home and waited until it stopped. I didn't see anything, but I just ran, Jones said. Smart woman. The first shooting on Wednesday happened about 9:40 p.m. A 17-year-old girl was shot in the nose while walking out of the M&A Food Mart on Wade Park Boulevard. She was treated and released from the hospital. Just after midnight on Thursday, someone fired more than a dozen shots into the 10-year-old boys' home on East 93rd, south of Wade Park. 2 other children, ages 6 and 9, and their mother were inside the home at the time. They were not injured. The boys intubated and in critical but stable condition at University Hospital's Rainbow Babies and Children's Hospital. Another home in the 8700 block of Kenmore Avenue was shot 5 times about 1 a.m. 2 people were inside the home at the time but were not injured. So, some people were really pissed off at houses this past weekend in the Huff neighborhood. It's crazy. We keep saying, we keep reporting on this news every week about how crazy it is. And it's just getting crazier all the time. People burning in their yards. 6 kids getting shot in front of a store. And now we got like just 9 houses shot in a weekend or whatever. 8, 9, whatever. It doesn't matter. Like 50 bullets. No, it's the ghetto, but for fuck's sake, man.
Right.
Where's the cops at?
They're ducking the bullets.
I know, man. It's crazy. I'm sorry, this one... this is like... It's like one sentence. It's like Mansfield... It's in Mansfield. It just says, police, man dies after shooting on Bowman Street. Shooter at large. Okay. Well, that's a drink. And this is what I was saying before. Let's read this article. This is hopefully not a video, because that's what always happens. The wildly popular Queen of Hearts game has been suspended indefinitely by Grayton Road Tavern, pending the outcome of a review by the Office of Ohio Attorney General Mike DeWine. The move comes less than a week before the contest was scheduled to resume. In a statement sent out by Grayton Road Tavern on Thursday, owner James Page writes, quote, "We are temporarily pausing the Queen of Hearts game while we await an opinion from the State of Ohio Attorney General's office or a decision from a court regarding the continuation of the game. We appreciate everyone's patience while this matter progresses through the legal system." See, folks, gambling's illegal in Ohio, except for, like, certain casinos and the lottery. And, yeah, there's some... that church stuff's okay, I guess. I don't know if you gotta get a permit for that or what. Probably, though. You can't just open a church and gamble every week.
The church they're gambling for.
And so this is kind of a weird thing because it's like a raffle, and then if you win the raffle, like on each day. So once a week they have a raffle, and if they call your name, and you go up, and there's a bunch of like 52 or 54 jokers are on there, playing cards in envelopes, and they're numbered and they're random. So you pick one, and if it's the Queen of Hearts, you win all the money from all the weeks that people entered. If you don't win, they just take all the money and put it in a pool. And, I mean, you don't win all the money because like some of the money goes to the next round or something, some percentage of that money, but you get most of it. And the Great and Road Tavern had like $5 million. So like everybody was playing, and but you play it at, like we played at Park Tavern. Larry almost won this week, but he didn't, and some other guy did.
By almost, we mean not at all.
Right. Completely didn't win. But have you actually ever gone out and picked a card, Larry?
No.
I did the first time I played. I didn't even know what to do. I was just going up there. But that was like when nobody was playing because it was like worth like $50 or something. Yeah, so it's kind of weird. It's probably gambling.
It's probably gambling.
It pretty much is, but there's like
it should be illegal anyway.
Well, yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I think gambling should be legal, but
let's burn this bitch down.
Games of skill are legal as long as the house isn't taking any money. So you could almost say it's a game of skill.
Because you're selecting a card, it's a game of skill.
Maybe, but the raffle's still kind of random, and the house is keeping some of the money for the next round.
Right.
So
no, because it's going into the pot, so the house isn't keeping it.
Well, the house. Well, they're not spending it on their own stuff, but they are keeping it. So I don't know how the law works. It's probably going to be found to be gambling, and it's also going to take like 5 years for this to be figured out. So
everybody, hurry up and vote this jagoff out of office. Make this shit go away. And while you're doing that, we can get rid of those bullshit, unconstitutional, random stops that got that other dude busted for possession.
Yeah.
They'll just come up with something else. It'll just be like, we're going to play a new game. You know, King of Diamonds.
Yep. Exactly where I was going.
It's totally different. Let's see. Where is this?
They're McDonald's.
Eastside Drink. Portage Street. At 1:30 a.m. May 1st, police took into custody a 17-year-old girl who had thrown a fish tank across the floor of her residence.
Stupid fishes.
Causing a broken piece of glass to dislodge and strike her mother, 48, in the right foot and leg. The mother was cut by the glass. The girl was transported.
Thanks for clarifying that, writer guy.
Cuts like a knife.
The girl was transported to the Cuyahoga County Juvenile Detention Center for consideration of domestic violence charges.
Ooh.
She was pissed. She picked up the whole fish tank. Those things, when they're full of water, are fucking heavy, man.
Right.
It better have been.
The fish tank is.
Could have been one of those
empty.
Well, one of them little hexagon ones.
Yeah.
Like a bowl or something.
Yeah, there's a goldfish tank.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like I used to have one of the big fish tanks, and if she was whipping that around, I ain't arresting her. I'm letting her go about her business. It's all I could do to drag it to the next room to clean it.
Brecksville. It's on the west side.
It's the south side.
Yeah, it's west though. You got to be west of the river. It's west of the river. I think it's west of the river.
It's certainly not the hood.
No, it's nice. Yeah. On April 18th, police observed a gray pickup truck without rear license plate illumination. It's always a bullshit reason to pull you over.
Yep.
Yeah.
Traveling southbound on I-77. The Seville driver told the officer he had his driving privileges reinstated, but he didn't get his license. It turned out the driver had a warrant from the Hudson Police Department. The man was arrested and held for... This guy hangs out in, like, nice neighborhoods with the Hudson and the Brecksville to be getting in trouble. The man was arrested and held for transport. After the drug canine indicated something was in the truck, police found a pill and a bottle of urine.
Yeah.
Driver said he had been taking drug tests regularly. However, the urine was probably expired. All right, I don't know what that means, and I also don't know how somebody knew that the urine was expired.
Okay.
Well, more importantly, I've been taking drug tests regularly because I'm on parole. Okay, but you're clearly carrying around someone else's urine for those drug tests.
Well,
I've taken drug tests, and they don't tell me bring in a jar of urine to put in the cup for us.
listen. As a person who knows Adam, never mind.
No. I have known people who actually do keep their own urine in bottles in their bedroom.
Don't go in Adam's. I'm saying don't go in Adam's freezer.
Yeah.
And if you do, any jar that you find with a frozen liquid in it, do not touch it.
I'm familiar with the concept, but I don't know people who carry it around with them.
Right. Shit, I'm going to try something here with this audio. I'm going to turn the music way down, which you guys will enjoy. And then I'm going to turn myself up.
Ooh. I know you were going to talk sexy.
I don't know if that's better or worse or something. A little bit too loud. Turning it down.
Turn it down. Every now and then you get a little bit louder, and I can't hear myself think. Turn it down. Sorry.
Now, am I too loud?
Nope.
No.
All right.
Good. You're pleasant.
Check 1, 2, check. All right, so now my levels are about where I want them. The only bad thing is I hear myself. I'll work on that next week. I just hear myself through my headphones, which is distracting. Let me see if I can do something about that. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 1, 2, check. 1, 2, 1. No.
You said 1, 2, 1, 2, check. 1, 2.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But that also made my volume much lower when I did that. God damn it. Maybe if I turn this down. Turn that. No, it doesn't do it. What if I shut this off the main? No. Alright, anyway, I'll do it next week.
Do it next time. I'll write it myself. Fuck it. Piece of shit.
Cleveland.com. This is the last one.
Oh.
Parma Heights.
Ooh. Come on, all you Parma kids.
On, let's see, Beresford Avenue. On April 23rd, police were dispatched to a Beresford Avenue home after a neighbor assaulted the caller. An arriving officer said the incident took place during a dispute. The 78-year-old woman was cited for assault. That's all it says.
Oh, I see that. Okay, that caller. I thought meant okay.
Okay.
Are you going to get beat down by a 78-year-old woman?
Seriously? It's like, what, are you going to fight a 78-year-old woman?
I guess.
Right? You would have to. If you didn't want to get beat down by a 78-year-old woman, you would have to fight a 78-year-old woman. So which one sounds worse?
Yeah, that's true.
That sounds like something Adam would get in trouble with.
I was this old bitch. So I slapped her. Adam, you can't slap old ladies. Yeah. Well, she shouldn't have said what I told her not to say. I don't know. Wow, now we lost everything.
She was asking for it.
No, it's alright. Let me see if I shut off the main.
What's up, main?
Check. I don't know why I fucking hear this.
That's right, main.
I can't win.
It's a never-losing cycle.
Well, that's it for the news. We got a couple minutes left. You guys watching any TV shows of any of note?
No.
Any new shows started or anything?
New season of the 100 started.
Did you guys watch Arrested Development when it was on?
I did not.
Very little of it.
You guys are not fans? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I tried it a couple times, couldn't get into it.
Whatever, it's the funniest show around. But anyways, no, I'm just kidding. Never mind then. I don't want to talk to you guys about it.
You guys are dumb.
You guys don't know nothing. You watch wrestling? Hey, you guys watch Pokemon? I just started getting back into like Arrow and Flash and all that stuff because I haven't watched them in so long that I've had like 6 weeks backed up. It was just like, you know what? I should probably start watching these. And then I started watching and I was like, nah, I think I know why I wasn't watching these. It's the same thing, you know, over and over again. Blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Did you see Avengers yet, Kevin?
No, I'm way behind. I really should. I mean, it's really all for me. I'm always the big Thanos guy. Right. I should be the guy in there watching it.
See, like, my reasoning, like, I was going to wait until I was all the way caught up, even Black Panther, which I don't really want to see, but it doesn't come out till the 15th, and I already caught up with the other movies I was missing, and clearly I am not going to be able to avoid spoilers on this thing till then, because, like, all the people who are like, no spoilers, but there are enough spoiler memes that if you, like, know the story at all, like, from the comics, if you know what the meme is telling you. So, like, I already know, like, half of the movie. So it's like, screw it, I'll just go see it.
If you're friends with Xavier Guzman on Facebook, you're screwed. Because he does that. He puts up spoilers and you're just like, you dick! I just want to drop his name, though. He's a listener. So that's what I do.
I am. You are absolutely correct. He does. But it's like the other people... Like, I know people who, like, don't try to be horrible human beings and spoil a movie.
Right.
But they'll still post the meme figuring, well, if they haven't seen the movie, then you're not really spoiling it. But, like, you know... Well, yeah, but I know what, big giant guy clicking his fingers means. So I can sort of figure out from your meme what you're saying.
Right.
So I was like, so my daughter and I are going to go see it this week.
You should go see it this week. If I went twice. Like Kevin says, that's...
Yeah, that's crazy talk.
That's a thing. I don't go to movies at the theater once. Let alone twice.
Right, exactly. It's rare for you.
But you'll hear more about that this Tuesday at 11 o'clock on Tumbling with Tumbleweed, when Clint and I will be there talking about non-spoiler types Avengers, Infinity War stuff.
I'm just going to try and power through what I'm behind on this week, I think, and then just go.
You don't have to worry about it. I'm telling you right now.
I know the drive-through or drive-in has Black Panther and Infinity War double feature.
Right, but you got to go to the right theater because one shows one before the other. One shows Black Panther first, the other one shows Avengers first.
Yeah. I don't know if that's next week too, but
I know the radio station for the one screen, so I keep driving past there. Like when the movie starts, I'm like, oh look, it's Tony Stark. And I'll listen to it on my radio in the car as I'm driving by.
For like 5 minutes until it's too far away.
Yeah, it's pretty close in the area, so.
See, the ones I needed to get caught up on, like the two that I saw, I needed to get caught up on. Everyone tells me I don't really need Black Panther.
You don't.
Like, Ragnarok was helpful to see. Iron Man 3 was apparently kind of important to see.
No, it wasn't.
Someone told me it was.
Yeah, I don't know who's lying to you.
It does illustrate
Which it better be,
the danger,
because I sat through that piece of shit. That might be the worst superhero movie ever.
Well, was there an Infinity Stone in it?
There was not.
Was there a mention of Thanos?
No, but like there's stuff going on with
No. Iron Man 3 is not
Pepper
important.
and Iron Man.
Has nothing to do with Avengers Infinity War.
Okay. I'm just telling you what I was told. I don't know yet.
I'm telling you, you wasted your time.
Okay.
It's not worse than Batman versus Superman. Just saying.
Okay, it might be the worst Marvel movie.
It's the worst
Oh wait,
Iron Man
no,
movie.
it's not worse than Fantastic Four. Never mind.
Well, that's not a Marvel movie. That's Fox.
It was hella bad. Is the takeaway?
Did you see Jamie Foxx is going to play Spawn in the Spawn reboot?
No.
Yeah.
He's Electro.
It's being made by Blumhouse though, or Bloomhouse, depending on how you say that.
However you speak English.
But well, it's Blum. It's BLUM.
I know.
If you put the umlaut over it or whatever, it
People
might
are
be
stupid.
Bloom.
That's what I'm saying. It all depends on how people speak English.
So
I don't know him. What has he done to us?
So they're the guys that bankroll like horror movies and then get like a turnaround. But they did do that Get Out, which made them a shitload of money. So maybe they're spending money on Spawn, but I got a feeling that it's going to be a loser to be in it because it's going to be rated R, right? I mean,
Right.
it's the guys from hell and he tears people apart with chains.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get the kid audience, the family money that goes to all the Marvel movies. And rated R movies are a struggle to get people to go see anyway, unless they're, I don't know, fucking amazing or something. So yeah, it's probably going to be low budget. Jamie Foxx has never turned down a paycheck for any piece of shit that they offer him. So, I don't know. All right, that's it for the show. I'm going to work on the audio after this is over. So, we'll be back next week. Hopefully the audio's better. And thanks for listening. Peace.
Peace.
Thanks, guys.
Catch you guys later.
Thank you. Until next time.